Common productivity culture promotes a dangerous myth that more hours and more effort always lead to better results. However, neuroscience and performance psychology reveal that the constant grind of overwork is a primary cause of burnout and diminished returns, ultimately hindering your long-term progress. Modern society often equates being busy with being important and productive. We've learned to treat exhaustion as a symbol of dedication. However, this is a cognitive trap. This feeling of running tirelessly on a treadmill, expending immense effort without making meaningful progress, is a well-documented symptom of misallocated energy, not a path to genuine achievement. Today, we're going to unravel a powerful paradox. The secret to achieving more is not to work more, but to work less. This isn't about laziness. It's about working smarter, with intense focus on what actually matters. Let's dive in. The law of diminishing returns. To understand this, we need to talk about a fundamental economic principle, the law of diminishing returns. And here's the critical part: if you keep pushing past that, the line doesn't just flatten, it actually goes down. You enter the zone of negative returns. You're now so tired that you're creating problems for tomorrow. You're making errors that will take hours to fix. You're burning out your most valuable asset, your energy and creativity. Research in performance science clearly shows that a 60-hour workweek is not a sustainable productivity strategy, it is a liability. It forces the body and mind into a deficit state, incurring a debt that is repaid through the severe interest of burnout, chronic stress, and diminished future output. To break this cycle of unsustainable work, we must move from theory to practice. The solution is built upon 3 foundational principles. These core pillars provide a framework for restructuring our work habits for long-term success. Ruthless prioritization, the 80-20 rule. You're probably familiar with the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. 20% of your efforts produce 80% of your results. But we don't act like it. We fill our days with the endless emails, the minor tasks, the quick fixes, and then we have no room for the big rocks. The problem isn't a lack of time, it's a lack of priority, your strategy. At the start of each day, ask yourself one ruthless question: if I could only accomplish one thing today, what would make the biggest impact? Do that thing first. Protect that time ferociously. Let the small stuff wait. Deep work versus shallow work. Shallow work is the stuff that does not require much brain power. Logistical tasks, most emails, meetings that should have been an email. It's easy, but it's not impactful. Deep work is the state of focused, uninterrupted concentration on a cognitively demanding task. This is where breakthroughs happen. This is where you write that chapter, code that feature, or develop that strategy. The modern workplace is a conspiracy against deep work. Your mission is to rebel. Schedule it. Block out 90 to 120-minute chunks in your calendar. Turn off notifications, treat this time as sacred. It's in these pockets of intense focus that you'll accomplish in 2 hours what used to take you 8. Strategic rest, the power of recharging. This is the principle we most often ignore. We see rest as the opposite of productivity. It's not. Rest is a part of performance. Your brain doesn't shut off when you stop working. It enters a mode called the default mode network. This is when it connects dots, solves problems you've been stuck on, and comes up with its most creative ideas. Have you ever had a brilliant insight in the shower? That's your default mode network at work. By strategically resting, by taking real breaks, going for a walk, getting a full night's sleep, taking a real weekend, you are not being lazy. You are actively investing in your productivity. So, let's redefine productivity. It's not about how many hours you log. It's not about how busy you look. Productivity is about energy management. It's about investing your focused energy into the few things that create massive results, and then strategically renewing that energy so you can do it again tomorrow, and next year, and for the rest of your career. It's about achieving more by doing less of what doesn't matter. The system is designed to keep you busy. But you have a choice. You can choose to measure your worth by your hustle, or by your impact.